Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So today, another day, another Tesla craziness. Premiums are fantastic. The stock price is fantastic. Like everything is just good, good, good. We ended up with some more buying power because we have margin based on where Tesla's at, so that gave us some more this morning. Opened up a few more plays. So I've been opening up some stuff around 1,000. I guess we could probably look at some of those. These are ones we opened up last week at 1,995. Opened up 5 of these this morning, 995, 990. Opened up a couple of these at 1,000, 990. And good Lord, still like 1,000. We still have pretty good runway. And honestly, I don't think we're going to see like a big gap fill or a big pullback. I think the Tesla deal and the fact that everything is kind of on the forefront of, every bit of news the last little bit. I think the more people are realizing what Tesla is doing, and their trajectory. So I think this was a correction. Usually it's a correction to the downside, and I'm really feeling this is a correction to the upside in Tesla. When the stock price was $600-700, it felt so undervalued. I've said it tons of times. When it was down there, I think it was an absolute bargain. I think it was a bargain at 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100. I think it's still a very good deal right now. If you did nothing else but put your money in Tesla, closed your eyes, and opened up your brokerage a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I think you'd be just super happy. Luckily, we're able to take more advantage of it since we are selling some put credit spreads, and we have our call debit spreads, all of which are going fantastic. We took out another $1,000 out of the account just to withdraw today. Whatever you guys are seeing on this account, this plus $5,000-6,000, which is absolutely amazing. And pretty nutty. Believe me, I'm feeling that times 10. This whole week, last couple weeks has been just insane for me. Anybody else that's doing similar type of plays, followed along. It's been a long time coming, but this is where we kind of. I didn't expect this, but I expected some really good upside by the end of the year. So. Very blessed, very lucky this happened. Thank you to all you guys that joined me on the live stream on Saturday. That was super awesome. And in case you didn't join us, man, that was the first time I'd ever gotten super chats. So thank you for you guys who gave those to me, and like that was super meaningful. That was like so huge to me. It's like pretty unreal. So the account gains are nice and all that stuff, and like I have my day job, which is good, and we make pretty decent money doing that. All that's cool, but just the fact I was doing something that I love, I enjoy, I want to get a certain message out there, and then to reap benefit from it, like that, it was just absolutely amazing. I was so excited. I was so excited about it over the weekend. I was like, yeah, I got I think it was like $79.99 total, and that was like the best money I'd ever made. I like my job, but I guess I don't love it. But I really love that, the engagement with you guys and everything. So that was so huge. So from the bottom of my heart, like huge thank you to you guys. Kind of messes with my head a little bit, realizing that is a possibility and a potential. And I'm kind of in a weird spot right now, right? Like, so the account is pretty insane, I think. I mean, it's a lot of money, like no doubt about it. And we've been making a lot on the account. So that it's pretty crazy. But it's also getting to the point where I don't know if I want to put this out there just because it seems so unrealistic and unobtainable. You know, we started this account with $575. A lot of you guys have been with me for a long time. You've seen me have days where I'm down 20, 30 $1,000 like in a day, probably in the matter of an hour at some point. So you've seen those huge down days, and now you're getting to experience the upside with me, which is awesome. For those who stuck to it, congratulations for you guys. But somebody just stepping in and checking out my videos for the first time, when I'm showing this, right, I'm like, yeah, here, this is just a simple thing, but it doesn't seem relatable sometimes when now I'm working with $300,000 plus dollars, and now our 1% gain is $3,000. Like that's just a lot. And if somebody's working with a $3,000 account, a 1% gain just doesn't hit the same, even though I know what I've been doing works over the long term, and my thesis has not changed. Like nothing I have done over the whole course has changed, not one bit. I've never changed my stance on Tesla, never changed my stance on put credit spreads. It all just makes sense to me. If anything, I've done it more heavily and got rid of other plays. So anybody just starting out, it doesn't matter, $500, $600, $5,000, $6,000, $50,000, $60,000. Common question, like, what would you do with X size of account? Well, I would do the same thing, and I have been doing the same thing since the jump. I've been doing exactly the same thing. As a matter of fact, because it seemed so unreal, I started a Tastyworks account, and that was back in June. I want to say, no, not June of this year, June of last year, where I did the exact same thing over again for myself. Like, could I do it? And it took just a matter of months to 10x that account. I actually don't know where it's at, like right at this moment. Obviously, I could go check, but it's doing really well. And that account I started with $600, like starting over again. And we're going to do it again inside of an IRA. I'll stick $6,000 in there. And that way, and I'll do just blocks of 10 trades. That way, if somebody has $600, they can make one trade. If they have $3,000, they can make 5. If they have $6,000, they can make 10. $60,000, they can make 100. Doesn't really matter. But that one's going to be pretty safe because it's not like that account I can run down to zero. I don't have any plans to blow up an account. But if I did run that down, it's a whole nother year before I can contribute another $6,000. So, but again, thank you guys for all the love, support, everything. Really super appreciate it. This is kind of, this is really where I wanted to be when I started this off. I had friends and family that I tried to get into trading, and I was like, look, this is what makes sense. This is how we're going to make money. And some people tried it for a bit and they kind of fell off. So, and now I just feel like a big jerk if like at this point, since they weren't interested, going like, oh, look what I did. It's just that's going to make somebody feel bad. So, and that's definitely not what I want. So, I've been thinking more and more about how I could transition from, like, maybe it's not very far off where I get rid of my day job and sort of do this full time, and not the majority of the trading. My job doesn't take away from this because it doesn't really interfere. However, if I can take that time and help some people get to like their goals or make that much money, that's worth it. Especially if I can somehow, if I don't want to, sell a course or anything like that, but even with the amount of just the donations on Saturday, like, man, if I could do that for more people, and somehow, do okay with it and replace what I'm doing, then that's the direction I'm looking in. So again, just thank you so much to all you guys. But let's it's Monday. Let's make a trade. And I guess this Friday we have some stuff expiring. Some of the stuff is going to expire worthless, like Coinbase. I think they're up in the 300s. This was a 200 and 220. They're at 333. That'll expire worthless. We're just selling covered calls on Hood, on Robinhood, Palantir. They've been doing pretty awesome. They're at 26. Kind of expected. I actually was hoping for this pullback, since we do have $27 calls expiring Friday, and we're not going to open up any more the following week just because we have earnings coming out. So I don't want to mess with that. And if shares drop, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm good with that. Tilray, just a wheel that we're running on Tilray, positive on most of these, but still definitely not winning on that wheel. Gap, what happened with Gap? How far is it up? 23. Gap is one that I don't mind if I lose the shares, it'll be fine, but we're just selling covered calls, collect whatever premium, and when those shares get called away, that's fine with me. They can just go into more shares of Tesla after that. So, taking a look at what we have expiring this next Friday, that's what I want to look at. And kind of the name of the game with put credit spreads is you essentially kind of want to follow the price, because that's where you're going to be able to collect the good premium. So as Tesla has gone up, I've moved my credit spreads up, and some of these really aren't following very closely right now. So if we look specifically like at the 860s, now we only have $15 to collect, being what we're, almost $300 out of the money. Makes no sense to me when we can collect some a little bit higher. So let's get at least a trade in today. November 12th, that's what we're going to look at. Run up here. And that little trick somebody had mentioned about kind of holding your finger down so these things don't scroll all crazy. It did that had been working with me for weeks, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. So, oh well, we're just, that's first world problems, right? We have to hold our finger down or scroll down for, an extra minute. So anyhow, we're going to go into this, look at these 860s, 855s. We only have another $15 or so to collect according to this. So we are going to sell back. We're going to look at the ones we bought. We're going to sell those back and then buy back. We'll try holding our thumb down, switching to buy, and it still scrolls anyways. Buy back the ones we sold. And then we'll just roll those out and up another week. And we have 10 of those. So we've been doing some in the thousands. We'll do these guys. How about some 990s here? This looks like about a $50-$60 premium. So we'll gain about $45 on each one on 10 of those. So that, this is making us $450 right now, somewhere in there. And so we'll buy the 985s. We're still, we have a lot of room for Tesla to move back down if it decides to. So about $45 there. So we'll hit continue, 10 of these guys, and we'll see if we can get our $45. Let's see, we want a credit because we're rolling out and we're rolling up. There we go. We got 10 of those guys filled. Now we have an extra $450. We also, at the same time, that $450, getting another $50 worth of credit, or $45. We can use that collateral or that premium we just collected to essentially do the same thing. So let's go. Where did we just go? We went, so November 1st. Nope. 985. Okay, so 985, 990s. We now could open up one more of these using the premium we just collected. So now we just have to go to that one, hit one. So since we're not having to sell the other one, we should be able to collect the full $58 so we will grab an extra $58 on top of that, put our premium that we just collected to work. See if we can collect another $58 here. And there we go. We got filled. Now we have 14 contracts. And bang, that's it. That's as simple as it needs to be. Holy moly. There we go. $10,000 for the day. And the thing that really makes this is insane is I'm not doing any crazy plays, YOLOs, or anything. Well, I guess we were at 10,000. Maybe not anymore. There we go. Just a little when they're looking for the option pricing, sometimes that gets a little bit screwed up. So there we go. Another $500 collected. It all adds up. Do that all the time. Keep using the collateral, and holy smokes. We're getting pretty close to, I think, we're getting pretty close to making $400,000 on this account. So we're at 393, another $7,000. So who knows? Maybe this week, or maybe we'll see a big pullback. With all of these, I'm fully ready for a decent pullback in the stock price. We could have another down $20,000, $30,000 day. Who knows? My crystal ball doesn't work. All right, guys. I will do my best. I will absolutely do my best to get back to you guys. This whole week was pretty just overwhelming with everything, just even looking at this stuff. And then we had Halloween party stuff to get ready for and go do all that. So sorry if I have not got back to you guys. If you really want to talk through stuff, Saturdays when I do the live streams, and then I'll do them periodically every now and again. If you guys have questions, that is the absolute best place, just because we can kind of have that back and forth and talk through it. Anyhow, love you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. And let's make a lot of money.